Welcome to tonight's Planet Ice National Ice Hockey League game between the TSI World Bees and our visitors this evening, the Bristol Pitbulls. Nothing on the line for either team now as we close in on the final week of the season. Just the 3 games left, and both teams not heading any further than the regular season. The Bees looking to make sure they don't finish bottom of the table. They moved up to 10th last night following an overtime loss in Milton Keynes, making it 3 points out in the last 4 against the Lightning. The Pitbulls season ended last night with a 5-8 loss in Swindon, meaning they were mathematically unable to make the playoffs. Admittedly, they did need something of an Easter miracle to make it, needing to go to win all of their remaining games, and Hope Telford lost all of theirs. Table, like I said, as it looks, sorry, we're having to rush everything tonight. The Pitbulls are already on the ice, as you might be able to see behind us. The Leeds Knights are now confirmed champions. The only races really left, the Lightning and the Phantoms battling out for 2nd and 3rd, while the Bison and the Tigers fight is out for the 7th and 8th spot as the race to Coventry hots up for those involved. So we're having to rush through everything tonight, as I believe there is a ceremonial puck drop beforehand. We'll bring you the visitors, the Bristol Pitbulls, first. 7, Ed Bradley, 11, Sean Morris, 17, Nick Corrich, 19, Elliot Lewis, 26, Kane Russell, 27, Reece Kelly, 33, Aaron Moody, 34, Bailey Hine-Pitcher, 44, Joe Morris, 54, Christian Moore, 71, Josh Shaw, 73, Sam Smith, 91, Mason Lipsey, 92, Callie Robertson, 96, Ben Solder, netminus 31, Will Curlin, and 62, Tyler Perry. We'll bring you the Bees line up once they've hit the ice. So we cut live to Annika Cam. Bees ready to go out for the penultimate time here at the Slam Ice Arena for this season. The Bees line up as follows. 2, Adam Rossbottom, 7, Jack Hops, 17, Harry Harkup, 18, Ryan Webb, 19, Will Stead, 22, Dan Bradley, 23, Dominic Gabai, 24, Dan Rose, 27, Josh Smith, 38, Juha Lindgren, 51, JJ Pitchley, 65, Harvey Stead, 88, Josh Martin, 94, Stuart Mogg, 96, Brendan Walcombe, netminus 29, Matt Smittle, and 84, Adam Goss. So we'll with the ceremonial puck drop by Simon King and Ivan White. Tonight's match night officials, Mr. Stephen Matthews, Mr. Hugh Poulton, the lines of Mr. Justin Allond and Mr. Jonathan Saul.
We'd like to wish you all the best for the future and we welcome the both of the nice sports space, Centre Royal Front Drop, and if you please ask the captains to those cities to please join them. Thank you.
So after a rushed introduction, we can get back to something vaguely normal. It's about the time I usually say, if you're watching from home, don't forget to use the hashtag BeesMNL. Tag us at BeesMNL. It makes producing Nick's life a whole lot easier, where you can find the tweets come up on the stream. Trust me, he needs it tonight. He's on Tramadol. This could be interesting. Starting netminders for the visitors this evening for the Bristol Pitbulls, it's Will Curlin who gets the start tonight after being the backup last night. He comes into tonight's game 14-29-5 record, an 881 save percentage, 4.46 goals against average, 1 shutout in 2,770 minutes in the crease. For the Bees, it's also a case of the man who was the backup last night gets the start tonight in Adam Goss. Goss comes into the game 7-23-2, an 877 save percentage, 4.51 goals against average, also 1 shutout, and in 1,994 minutes in the crease. So the Bees missing a few bodies due to injuries and availability. The Pitbulls pretty much the same at the moment. The series here in Slough this year tied at 1-1. The Pitbulls winning a shootout here back before Christmas, while the Bees won the last game 4-0 thanks to an Adam Goss shutout. The Pitbulls have won the series, obviously sweeping it in Bristol. Pride on the line here for the Bees tonight. Well, I am just going to point out, if it goes to overtime again here, the Bees' record on overtime this year, not great. 0-7. 2 of those overtime losses are to the Pitbulls. We're really good as long as it doesn't go past 60 minutes. As referee Hugh Portman calls them in, we are underway for period number 1. The Bees winning the opening draw, and it coming back to Harvey Stead. He turns it over centre ice. Pitbulls flip it ahead. Bees in the white tonight. First time we've seen it this side of Christmas. Pitbulls in the blue. Will Stead from behind his own net. Wheels away from Corrich. Slides it over to Harvey Stead. Steps over the centre ice line. Dumps it into the corner. Elliot Lewis, first player there in a Pitbulls jersey. Pitbulls on the counter. Shot towards goal by Robertson goes wide. Nobody there to Pitbulls unit to stop it. Walkham with a stick lift around Solder. He'll chase it in. Walkham spins, fires towards the centre of the Pitbull zone. Nobody there. Bradley now for Pitbulls. Sent back by Walkham. Turned over. Walkham steals it away. Bradley does well to get it back and clears the zone. Harvey Stead, cross ice pass finds Ross Bottom, steps in, gets stick lift away by the Pitbulls D-man, they'll come the other way. It's Bradley again, still out on this long shift. And he'll make his way to the bench. Bradley still there, no real option to pass to just yet. Mason Litzy comes over to help. Bradley takes it away, Ross Bottom able to take it off his stick and clear it at the length of the ice. Curlin pushes it into the corner, Shaw blows a tyre playing it. Pass back into the centre of the zone. Rossbottom shot saved by Curlin. Rebound loose in front. Beast still with it. Back up to Bradley on the blue line. Shot tipped in front. That goes over the bar. Shaw looks to clear. Able to. Pitbulls the other way. Russell to goal. Goss with a good save. He'll cover up. First stoppage of the night. 1:51 in. And again, Nick firing it up. Use the hashtag BeesMNL. Tag us at BeesMNL. And all come up on producing this lovely producer screen off to my left. He is literally begging you to tweet it. Keep him clean, we'll get him on the stream. There's only 2 more of these games left. Referee is currently having a conversation, not sure what on. Adam Goss. I think there's something wrong with one of the boards, we're not sure. Well, it looks like there's a problem with the ice where they did the puck drop, actually. That's right, we're having to work out what was going on through the medium of mime. Coming in for the face-off now, right of Goss. Won by the Pitbulls. Moody. Flips it towards goal, and that goes to Josh Smith. He will clear it, and Morris is there at the back to clean up for the Pitbulls. Pass to Moore. He's bundled over. Moore into the zone. Offside is the call. Face off just outside the Bees zone, finding your cycle. Won by Josh Smith. Bees player left the bench, I'm not sure who that is. Tom Goodbye is currently off the bench and down to our left, not sure what's going on there. Moody. Hops it up. Hops will collect the loose puck. Off the boards, up to Martin. He'll clear it. Chasing JJ Pitchley is in all on his own. Pitchley gets it poked away by Will Curlin. It was a game of chicken. Curlin didn't commit. Hops' shot goes well wide off a deflection. Pitchley takes it away from Morris. Back up to Harvey Stead on the blue line. Towards goal. That shot is blocked. Leaves the zone. Hops. Stead, but he's quite happy to play it down low here. Corrich harassing Stead off the puck. Bees able to clear. Lewis now dumps it in, takes it into the bench. Goss out his net to settle it down for Harvey Stead. Stead will lead the rush up ice. Straight up the middle. Stead still with it. Shot on goal, kicked away by Curlin. Rose tries to dump it in, coughs it up. Robertson takes the hit from Stead. Corrich still with it. Cross pass finds Lewis. Lewis shot. Glove saved by Adam Goss. Lewis stuck the move on. Adam Goss had to be sharp to it, and he was. Face off left of Goss. Webb wins it. Stead dumps it ahead, that goes through everybody. No icing is the call. Lewis there to play it. Coughs it up though. Lindgren shot in front, saved by Curlin. Goodbye took a puck to the face is what we're being told. He is okay. So obviously take one in the lip. It is bleeding, but they'll patch him up and send him back out shortly. Bees with it. No look pass from Lindgren goes nowhere. Pitbulls try and bring it away. Shaw up to Russell. Russell into the zone, drops it off. Finds his way over to Smith. Human dominoes down here below us. Russell away from Mogg. Finds Shaw. Lipsy now. Back up to the blue line. Shot comes in. Sticked away by Goss. Back up to Kelly. Kelly finds a lane, takes the shot, and it takes a deflection wide. Wilstead finds Ross Bottom. Ross Bottom winning into the zone. Takes the shot on goal. Curlin will swallow it, save it up. Almost 5 minutes gone here in the first period. Face off to Curlin's left. Find Roy's helps if one drops the puck. Bees win it. Harvey Stead, shot towards goal, blocked in front by Sea of Bodies, collected behind pitcher. the former Bees junior player. His cross-ice pass misses everybody. I think we're going to have a jersey change here for Dom Goodbye. I'm just seeing a load of white shirts being taken over to where he stood. Pitbulls win the draw. Bradley collects the loose puck, flips it back in. Pitchley collects. Pitchley, backhand, wheeling around. Harvestead, shot, takes deflection, blocked in front, goes wide of the goal. Pitchley collects the loose puck, spins away from one man, gets a stick in the lane, blocks that shot. Harvestead will backhand it into the corner. Pitbulls able to go under control now with Sean Morris. They'll look to start the rush. Hind Pitcher is in here. Hind Pitcher around the defence on Goss. Good save by Adam Goss again. The Bees D fell asleep for a second there. Pitchley trying to get it away from Corrich. Pitchley still wheeling his way through. JJ Pitchley gets poke checked at the last hurdle. Has to turn away. Pitbulls the other way with Lewis. He coughs it up. Rose over to Walcombe. Towards goal. Rose. Back to Mogg. Mogg shot. Doesn't do anything really. Solder from behind the Pitbulls net finds Lewis. He'll set Corrich on his way. Corrich stick on his way around. Hops finds Robertson. Shot set goes wide. Rose through centre ice now the other way. Otter moves to his right. That shot is blocked. Trickles his way through to Curlin. He'll cover up. 6:35 gone. Got to be in it to win it. Hotel Planner, thank you. Just need the Knights to... That's from 3 weeks ago, Nick. Is it the Tramadol? Hops collects a loose puck from behind his own goal. Rose. He can't find anybody. Sam Smith collects. He looks for Russell. Misses his stick, falls to Mogg. Offside is called. Turned over. No, still up. Puck flies up high. Photographer Chris Callahan having to duck out the way there. Webb. Looking for an option. Wheeling through. Moves to his right, away from the check. Finds Lindgren. Lindgren. No look pass in front. Webb gets a stick lifted at the right time. It's a good move there. I think it's Reece Kelly in front slays that one. B still with it. Webb. Takes a hit and knocks the puck loose. Pitbulls the other way. Hind Pitcher. Tries to dump it off to Kelly. Good stick in the lane there by Harvestead. He'll try and set Rossbom away. That one is stopped in its tracks again. Kelly drops it off the hind pitcher. He'll find Moody. Back to Kelly. Again, just Lindgren and Webb doing well to block the passing lanes there. Lindgren this time starts to rush. His attempted shot is blocked by Moore. Kelly now at speed looks for the pass to Moore. Picked off by Lindgren. He'll flip it into the Pitbull zone. Icing is waved off. Penalty coming here on the Pitbulls. Martin brought down. Again, it's something so obvious that both referees have their arms up. Harvestead with it from behind his own net. Goss on the bench. Finds Harker. He loses it immediately. Tripping is the call. 8:47 if you're playing along at home. Christian Moore heads to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. The Bees power play, 39 goals on 202 attempts coming into the weekend, 19.31%. The Pitbulls penalty kill has given up 52 goals on 203 goes, 74.38, just under 3/4 obviously. The Bees moving it around now. Harvestead down low. Stead receives the puck back on the blue line. Loose in front. No, Lingren steps in, has a go. That goes over the goal. Held up behind the net now. Pitbulls try and clear. Stead does well to take it ahead of Corrich. Doesn't find the pass. Corrich will bring it away. Harvey jumps in front of him. Beats him to the loose puck. Stead. Over to Wilstead, who gets round Ed Bradley. Goes back to his brother Harvey. Cross ice. Finds Rose. Shot towards goal. Kicked away by Curlin. Pitbulls the other way. That attempted dump in is picked off by Mogg. Looks for an option. No one there. That's just turned over needlessly. And Pitbulls dump it back in. Walcombe now. Brendan Walcombe up the right hand side. Dumps it off. Hops can't collect it as it takes a bounce off the plexi and out the zone. Hops leaves it for Mogg. 20 seconds left on the power play. Webb waits the hit from Smith. Wills away from another. Shot towards goal, blocked away by Curlin. Held up in the corner. He's with it, Mogg. He will ring it around the boards as the Pitbulls returns to full strength. That might be one of the worst power plays I've seen all year. Pitbulls the other way. Into the zone. Good move that by Kelly. Gets it around one, but Jack Hop stands him up. Bees the other way now. Lingram off the bench. Chance in front. Good save, Will Curlin. Pitbulls the other way as this game goes end to end. Attempted pass there by Solder is batted down by Will Stead. Stead sets Lingram on his way again. Drop pass back to Will Stead from the goal line. Will Stead to the front of the net. It's too many bodies in the way. Pitbulls launch the counter the other way again. Shaw away from Smith. Shaw round back of the net. Drops it off the man coming in off the blue line. Shot in front. Glove down by Goss. Rossbottom can't get it away from Solder. Bradley slides it over to Will Stead. Looks for a moment of calm. Kane Russell does not give him it. Will Stead over the blue line. Slides it over to Rossbottom. Rossbottom to the front of the net. And that goes wide. Pitbulls the other way with Shaw again. Dumps it in. Goss has to stick it back into the corner, away from trouble. Lipsy. Loose puck collected by Bradley. Tries to find over to Rossbottom. Nothing really doing here. Slides it back to Will Stead. Will Stead over to Rose on the right hand side. He chips it ahead. No one in white able to get there first. Pitbulls the other way. Moore into the zone away from Hops. Sorry, Mason Lipsy, I should say. It's a good move from Mason Lipsy. Can't quite get it there at the end. Good backtracking from Jack Hops to make up for getting, let's face it, pantsed. Harvey Stead sent back by Aaron Moody before he could start the rush. Walcombe now collects the puck, decides he's going to do it himself. Brendan Walcombe at speed, 3-1, through 2. Can't get the shot away. Good work by the D-man there for the Pitbulls. Harvey Stead spins away from a check. Hops, shot towards goal. Down low. Harkup can't get there ahead of Hein Pitcher. Hein Pitcher's pass only as far as Rose. Walcombe behind the net. Finds a lane, loose in front. Nobody there in a watch it, put it in. Arm up again here. Looks like no. Penalty is called. It is on the Pitbulls. Interference, 13:28 the time of the penalty. See who heads to the box. I believe, I think that might have been Joe Morris, I'm not sure. Nothing on the clock yet. Yep, Joe Morris, 2 minutes for interference. 13:28. Puck dropped, Mogg. Shot through traffic. Curling gets a pad on it. The Pitbulls will clear. Still no sign of Don Goodbye on the bench yet. Mog over to Harvey Stead. Stead carries it into the zone. Finds Webb. Good stick in the lane there from Ed Bradley. He knocks it clear. Clears it up to Corrich. One-on-one here. Corrich, Stuart Mogg keeps the stick to the ice, takes it away from Corrich and away from danger. Turned over though. Corrich backhands it into the blue painted area. Mogg collects. Bradley knocks it loose. Chance in front there. Still loose. Mason Lipsey with the chance. Goss with a save. Comes in again. Corrich tries to get back into the painted area. Lipsey again shot blocked by Harvey Stead this time. Will Stead over to Mogg. Mogg knocks it ahead. Ross bottom. Down low, chance in front. Curling keeps his leg planted to the post. Don Goodbye has now made it back to the bench in a new face cage, number 21. I'm going to have to try and remember that all night now. Pitbulls the other way. Shot from Moore goes through the crease. Walkham will collect. Walkham stops, hesitates, finds Ross bottom. Tries to go down low to Will Stead, nothing there. Pitbulls clear at the length of the ice. And that might be the worst penalty play I've seen this year. Pitbulls return to full strength. Don Goodbye returns to the ice. In a new face cage, Walkham. Or round two, Walkham, shot on goal. Takes deflection up into the netting. 4:18 to go here in the first period. Supporting the Pitbulls from Weston-super-Mare. Shout out to Charlotte Sydney watching from Prague. Bleed Blue, let's go Pitbulls. Charlotte Purdham. Thank you for joining us this evening. And if you want to get your tweets on the stream, use the hashtag BeesMNL. Tag us at BeesMNL. And Producer Nick will get as many of them up on the stream as we can as the night goes on. Wherever you are, we hope you're enjoying your evening with us. Pitbulls win the draw. Coughed up, turnover in front, Goodbye in front, that time it goes in! It took two stabs at it, but Don Goodbye straight back into play, straight on the score sheet, 15:47 the time. He's off the opening draw. Smith gets his pocket picked, it comes loose to Goodbye in front, the first shot is saved and comes off the post, and before Curling can react to it, Goodbye stabs it home. For goal number 1 for the Bees. Goodbye's 27th of the season. Face off, the Pitbulls win the draw. Morris. Up ice to Russell, he tips it on. Hops, fans on the clearance, sure a heavy hit. The Bees fans don't like it, it looked okay from here. Russell back into the blue line. Shaw wheels away from one. Corrich shot towards goal off the side netting. No one there. Russell collects. Shaw and Hops renewing hostilities. Ross bottom away from Morris. He sets Webb away. Corrich almost passes it straight to Juha Lindgren. Solder will look to settle it down. Goodbye from Lindgren, the first Bees goal. Fine pitcher, beautiful pass there. Finds the play over to Moore. Great save again from Goss. Moore. Puck takes a fun bounce off the plexi, nestles nicely in the glove of Goss. Producer Nick, punching. Sweet Caroline counter, 22. I swear we've only had about 8 games. Goodbye from Lindgren and Webb, I should say, is that first goal. So I've just been passed over by Annika. She listens, I don't. Pitbulls with it, Moore fighting away with Dan Bradley, the former Pitbull. Moore's no look pass only finds the stick of Josh Martin. 3-on-2 here for the Bees momentarily. Martin dumps it ahead, bounce off the side of the net. Martin still with it, finds Pitchley. Over to Will Stead. Stead shot off the stick. Curlin tries to grab it, can't. Has to get back in position. Pitchley. Over to Bradley. Shot towards goal. Goes wide of everything. Big hit there at the blue line between Will Stead and I believe that's Bailey Hine Pitcher. Will Stead with it. He will go back behind his own net. He's going to leave it for Walkham. No, he's not this time. Wilstead goes himself. That pass is wayward, collected by Lewis. He tries to fire it over to Reece Kelly. Kelly shot from the goal line. Lewis fans on the shot as it comes off the post. Kelly, cross-ice pass. Corrich tries to go back in front. That shot is wide. Robertson, back to Kelly. Kelly chance, blocked by Rose, punched away by Dan Bradley for Pitbull can get on the end of it. Rose does well to knock it away from Kelly. Goodbye now. Sets Walkham on his way. Brendan Walkham steps in. Shot. Saved by Curlin. Sharp glove save by the Pitbulls netminder there. Got Ed Bradley and Dan Bradley. Both players playing against each other. There are so many brothers. Ed Bradley, Dan Bradley, Harvey Stead, Will Stead. It's been a thing for this year. I wonder if you could make an actual team just made up entirely of family members this year from the National League. Or people with the same name, at least. Pitbulls in ahead. Shaw loses out, thanks to a good stick by Mogg. Goodbye now. On the right-hand side, shot towards goal. Final minute of the first period, another good save from Curlin. So into the final minutes. See, it's all fun and games up here on the balcony. We've got producer Nick doing the stream stuff. Annika is doing the match night tweets tonight. And I think she might be regretting getting her nails done. Adobe doesn't want to play. Pitbulls win the draw. Coughed up, shot from a tight angle from Lindgren's off the side of the net. Ross bottom. Back down to Webb. Webb spins away, finds Lindgren. Lindgren away from Morris, loses the puck though. Morris can't clear the zone. The Pitbulls do eventually. The puck comes all the way back down to Harvey Stead. Lindgren, cross-ice pass into Ross bottom. No one there. Morris will get there first. Slides it over to Smith. That dump ahead is icing is waved off. Harvey Stead sells over to Mogg. 10 seconds left, time for one last rush. Webb, shot on goal, blocked away by Curlin. And that will do it for the first period. A first period that, well, it's been end-to-end. There hasn't really been many major chances. And the one chance of note really fell to Dom Goodbye, who put it home at the second time of asking after he went off injured early in the first period. The Pitbulls might regret two of their better chances from Elliot Lewis and Christian Moore, but two sharp saves from Adam Goss. It's a story for the netminder so far, making good saves at both ends. We'll be back in about 15 minutes' time. The score, Bees 1, Pitbulls 0. Welcome back to Slough for the second period. The Pitbulls on the ice, the Bees just waiting down below us. Well, I get death stared by an 8-foot bee. One of the weirdest sentences I've seen this year, and I've said some very weird things. Adam Goss leads the Bees out for the second period. It's 1-0 here. The TSI Well Bees with the goal thanks to a newly face-caged up Dominic Goodbye. His 27th goal of the year, going just after that second of those Pitbulls penalties. shots on goal we didn't get given, which is always good. So hopefully we'll get the shots on goal to you as soon as we can. Anyway, we come out live. Stephen Matthews calls them in. We are underway for the second period. Bees win the draw. Dominic Goodbye now wearing his third shirt of the night. Now in shirt number 44. Pass turned over by Solder. Wilstead jumps in. Tries to take it away from Shaw. Leaves it for Goodbye. Towards the front of the net. Wilstead is still there. Ed Bradley with some brilliant stick lifts there to get it away from Wilstead. Solder. Away from Wilstead. Ben Solder. Round the back of the cage. Looks for an option. Drop pass to Ed Bradley. Bradley steps in away from one. Gets the puck taken off his stick. Comes back to Solder. Bradley down low to Moody. That goes over. Solder again. Knocked off the puck. Wilstead tries to clear it up to Goodbye. Icing waved off. Bradley there to collect. Off the boards to Solder again. Corrich into the Bees zone. Held up there. Corrich comes away with it. Corrich going straight towards the net. Shot off the side of the cage. Goss covers up. 1:28 gone here in the second period. Don't forget you can use the hashtag BeesMNL. Tag us at BeesMNL. Give producer Nick something to do on his producer screen. He likes bringing up all the tweets he send in. So either that or he starts dancing. Save me. Annika agrees. Pitbulls with it, down low. Turned over, Rossbottom collects the loose puck. Cross-ice pass finds Lindgren. His attempted return pass across to Webb is picked off by Morris. Fine pitcher. Shipped ahead. Moore doesn't get there ahead of Webb. Webb to Lindgren. Rossbottom towards goal off the stick of Kernan. Back into the danger area. Webb spins away from behind pitcher. Shot blocked by Smith. Morris. Moore collects the loose puck. Attempted dump in is taken back the other way. Hind pitcher collects at the Bees blue line. Blocked by a linesman. That's unfortunate. Bees chip it ahead. Morris collects. Cross-ice pass finds Shaw. He tries to go round Hops. Hops beats him to it. Martin gets there ahead of Lipsy. Pitbulls turn it back over. Shaw tries to go back to Lipsy. Puck loose in front. No one able to get it under control, but he's finally worked it away. Cross-ice pass to Harker. He chips it ahead. Kelly collects. Around the boards to Shaw. He can't clear it. Hops gets in at the blue line. Smith now, held up against the Bees bench. How many men does it take to move a puck? 6 is apparently the answer. Kelly brings it away. Knocks it around the back of the Pitbulls net to Morris. Morris chips it ahead. No one there in a blue shirt. Hops picks the loose puck up. Big hit there from Lipsy as the puck gets turned over. Good work there from Dan Rose to take it away from the Pitbulls forward. Harker can't quite clear it. Sent back the other way. Harvey Stead will pick the loose puck up. Pitbulls change. Harvey Stead goes for the launch pass. Tipped ahead by Walcombe. Kelly collects. Around the boards. Morris tries to return it back to Kelly. Walkham almost gets in front of him. Kelly does well to spin away from the American. Kelly launches a rush away from Goodbye. To really try hard to remember that that's not Scott spearing. Russell and Walkham fighting it out for the puck. Russell leads the rush up the right-hand side. One man to beat. Harley Stead does well to get his stick in the lane. Dropped off to Corrich. His attempt to pass is blocked. 3-on-2 the other way for the Bees if they're quick. And that pass is wayward. It doesn't quite go to the tapered Dan Rose. Russell able to clear. Up to Solder. Solder towards Bradley. Kicked away by Goss. Solder tries to go back to time pitcher. Rossbottom does brilliantly well to jump in front of that one. Attempt to pass could have set Lingren away. That's picked off. Robertson. Down low. Drop pass to Bradley in front. Tipped away. Hind pitcher shot from the blue line. That goes wide. Harvey Stead collects. Moves away from Robertson. Gets over the centre ice line. Dumps it into the opposite corner. Bradley turns and fires it up to Robertson. He can't get it under control and loses out. Will Stead with it. Off the boards to Lindgren. Up to Webb now, at the left-hand side. Ryan Webb, one man to beat. It's the centre of the zone. Moore is knocked down by Rossbottom. Shot from the blue line, tipped in front, saved by Curlin. Webb away from hind pitcher. Bradley and Solder do well to knock the puck away from the stick of Webb. Ed Bradley quite happy to bide his time. Settles it over to Solder. Cross-ice pass goes straight into the glove of JJ Pitchley. Martin, right hand side, chipped ahead on goal. Curlin will push it into the corner. Harkup gets there ahead of Bradley. Bradley knocks the puck loose. Harkup. Bradley as well knock it loose away. Martin collects the loose puck. Goes back to Bees defenseman. Shipped up ice. Martin. Knocked back by Solder. Moody collects. Avoids one check. Then loses the handle. Martin steals it away. Martin drops it off now. That is offside on Stuart Mogg. 12:50 to go in the second period. We finally have the shots on goal. It was 7 on Adam Goss in the first period. 14 on Will Curlin in the Pitbulls net. Face off just outside the Pitbull zone. Lewis tries to bring it away. Sent back by Dan Bradley. Shaw. Backhands it over to Lewis. That is offside. Lipsy couldn't get back on side in time. Face off, held up. Bees try and come away with it. Good move put on there. Pass across the front, shot saved by Curlin. It was goodbye with the first move. Walkham finish well saved by Curlin. That pass from goodbye misses everybody and goes all the way back down. Goss pushes it into the corner for Bradley. Pitbull's changing. Massive up pass to Walkham, finds goodbye. Good move from Smith to get it out of the way. Goodbye's pass back into the slot is intercepted by Morris. Robertson the other way. He loses possession. Bees back the other way. Walkham on Curlin. Walkham shot. Pad saved by Curlin. And he covers up the rebound as it comes off the glass. 11:59 to go in the second period. face off to the right of Curlin. Pitbulls receive another warning. One by Webb. Ross Bottom back to the blue line. Pass misses Webb's stick. Bradley able to shovel it ahead and out the zone. Hops to Ross Bottom. Passes it up ice to Lindgren. Steps in the zone, tries to fire the shot. Good block by Solder. Held up behind the Pitbulls net. Corrich finally able to knock it loose, only up to the blue line, shot in front. Almost a disaster there. It was a stick in the air by Ed Bradley, actually. Corrich into the zone ahead. Ross Bottom able to clear. That was kept in by Solder, and then turned around the other way and decided, nope. Bradley tipped ahead. Pitbulls will go for, well, partially a change. Long cross-ice pass sets Ross Bottom away. Shot brilliantly saved by blocked by Solder. Penalty called. Oh no, it's on the bees. There we go. Shot from the Pitbulls. Brilliant save from Goss. 6 on 5 temporarily. I was about to say, I was pretty baffled there. Pitbulls with it still. That misses the stick of Bradley. It will go the length of the ice. Bradley gets there ahead of Lindgren. Moore to Bradley. Swings his way past Webb. Ed Bradley into the Bees zone. Shot saved by Goss, loose in front. And the Bees finally able to get possession. Penalty coming, 29:40 the time. If you're playing along at home. High sticking is the call. Adam Rossbottom heads to the penalty box, 2 minutes for high sticks. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. The Pitbulls head to the power play. They've got 40 goals on 198 attempts, 20.20% on the year. That was before last night's game. The Bees have given up 49 goals on 180 goes, 72.78. That has increased when it was down at 69% before Christmas. It's been a rough year. Corrich leads the rush, drops it off to Lewis. Lewis up the right-hand side. Looks for an option. Good stick and lane there by Walken. Bees the other way. Snapshot over the glove of Curlin, over the bar as well. Pitbulls go the other way with Corrich. Into the zone. Corrich, lovely mitts to the front of the net. And Elliot Lewis, shot saved by Goss. Back to Corrich from behind the Bees net. He goes up to Solder. Bradley, shot blocked in front. That comes down to Corrich. Good save from Goss as he moves back to his right-hand side to block it. Bees do just enough to clear the zone. Walkham is on his bike here. Bradley to beat. Walkham to the front of the net. Walkham backhand shot. Brilliant from Brendan Walkham. Pay that man all he wants next year. Brendan Walkham short-handed, 30-43. It was off to the races for Brendan Walkham. One man to beat. Curlin did almost enough. And from an obscene angle, Walkham backhand lifts it over the netminder and into the corner for the Bees' second in the evening and Walkham's 46th of the year. Pitbulls with it now. Solder. Over to Kelly. Harveystead takes a hit from Lipsy. Bees will clear it the length of the ice. Curlin out of his net to play it. Solder starts to rush off the left-hand side, spins it, drop pass to Lipsy. Walkham from Goss is the official goal there. Takes Adam Goss up to 3 assists on the year. Pitbulls with it still, from the goal line, almost to the front of the net in Corrich. Bees back to full strength. Kelly drops it off to Morris. Bees the other way again. Rose, drop pass to Lindgren, back to Rose. He goes around the back of the net, finds the D-man front. Good save from Curlin, sharp glove there. The shot from, I believe, Wilstead. Harker spins away from one. Runs into Moore. Solder. Over to Reese Kelly. Kelly straight up the middle. Kelly shot on goal. It's padded away by Goss. Pitbulls with it. Morris wide open. Steps in. Fires. That shot is pushed away by Goss. Moore. Right, it goes to Russell. Smith. Pitbulls with it now. Big hit. Russell takes a big hit there. Didn't see who that was. It's Harvey Stead. Like I said it last week. It's been a theme for the year. Harvey Stead and hitting people like a freight train. Russell drops it off to Morris. Russell up to Shaw. He loses out. Mogg. Down to Pitchley. Hops can't quite get it under control. Lipsy the other way. Stays in the zone, so Shaw is able to chase it. Pass around the back again. Hops. Up to Pitchley. One man a bit. Good move from Pitchley. Tries to drop it off to Ryan Webb. Didn't know it was coming. Pitchley finishes a hit on hind pitcher. He still brings the puck away. Hind pitcher in on goal. Only Mogg to beat. Mogg ushers him into the corner. Hind pitcher tries to spin away. Pass inserted by Bradley at the blue line. Drops it off for Moody. Moody goes back to hind pitcher. Good stick and line there by Mogg. Can't quite clear it again. Lipsy knocks it back in. Moody. Bees the other way. Into the zone now. Solder stands Pitchley up. Doesn't let him pass. And that's the most obvious too many men call of the season. 34-28 the time of the penalty. The Pitbulls will go back on the man advantage. Bees arguing over who should sit in the box. No flash photography. I know I listened to this. Yeah, Chris Callahan. Blue line photography. Turn your flash off. Face off to the right of Goss. Won by the Bees. Harvestead round to Will. That goes up. High stick used to play it. Face off will be just outside the zone. Reminder as well that if you use the hashtag BeesMNL, tag us at BeesMNL. We'll get as many of them on the stream as we can as the night goes on. And the more you send in, the less producer Nick can dance. Save us. Solder with the puck. Over to Bradley. Goss out of his net to play it. Tries to return it where it came from. Finds Bradley. Lewis. Cleared by the Bees. Curling out of his net to play it. He leaves it for Solder. Solder over to Bradley. Good defensive work there by the Bees. That's cleared the length of the ice. Curlin played the bobbling puck. And leaves it for Callie Robertson. Robertson 11 power play goals on the year so far. Can he make it 12? There's the shot, saved by Goss. Stead with it. Should I say Harvey Stead? He'll look to clear. One man to beat, can't do it. Lewis settles it down for Corrich. Corrich luckily sent away from goal by Wilstead. Solder down low. Robertson shot takes a deflection off a stick into the corner. Cross-ice pass. Shot saved by Goss again. Walcombe collects. Walcombe goes to the cross-ice pass. Does a great up Main Street pass and doesn't find the save of Dan Rose. Curlin sticks it into the corner. Rose spins away from Solder and then sends it all the way back down to Harvey Stead. Up to Walcombe now. Walcombe chips it on ahead to Rose. Into the corner as the Bees look to kill the final few seconds of this power play. Rose drops it off to Webb. Spins away from Morris. Webb. Bees back to full strength. Webb with a shot. Blocked in front. Hops keeps it alive. Lindgren. Tries to go back to Webb. Kept it in the blue line. Webb. Down low. Apologies if you heard anything on the mic there. Ross Bottom. Webb. Ross Bottom from below the goal line. Back up to Hops. Hops winds up, fires shot, takes a deflection, that goes wide. Mogg. Down low now. Solder will happily pick the loose puck up, finds Morris. Shipped on ahead. Pitbulls change. Hops collects. Stretch pass up to Lindgren, tips ahead. Morris collects. Joe Morris, I should say. Mogg tries to clear, kept it at the blue line. Nope. Sam Smith couldn't get there in time. Bees the other way again. Pitchley tries to drop it off to Martin. Martin takes it away from Moody. Pass well intercepted there by Joe Morris. Martin comes away from the centre ice grouping with the puck. Dumps it on goal. Curlin does well to stack the pads. Attempted clearance not kept in by Pitchley. He'll have to wait. Goes back to Hobbs. Smith tips that one ahead. Joe Morris up ice. Tries to find Moody. Gets the stick lift by Hobbs. Off the boards. That sets Brendan Walcombe on his way again. Walcombe, shot on goal, saved by Curlin. Loose in front, takes a fun bounce off the clearance to Rose. Curlin does cover it the second time. Curlin was shot with the first save. No one really caught it. Rose backhands it towards goal. Curlin with a smart second save. 1:30 to go here in the second period. Face off won by the Pitbulls momentarily. Face off to the right of Curlin, won by the Bees. Walcombe with it. Tries them in the corner. Pitbulls turn it over. Solder into the Bees zone. Russell collects. Kane Russell now gets taken out by two Bees. They'll come the other way. Walcombe tries to ship it ahead. Doesn't make a good enough connection on it. Falls nicely to Christian Moore. And that gets took ahead and blocked by linesman. Final minute of the second period. Solder with it. Off the stick of Russell and into the corner. Wilstead will be there first. That pass is turned over. Russell looks for a man off the bench. No one there in a blue shirt. Bees clear. And Wilstead will beat everyone to the puck. Wilstead with a chance. Great glove save, Will Curlin. He had to be sharp to it. Wilstead got enough on it. And Curlin getting his glove in the right place at the right time. Face off right of Curlin. Won by the Pitbulls. Sean Morris gets the stick lifted. Lingering for the wraparound. Loose in front, Curlin still not able to get hold of it. Joe Morris tries to clear. Picked up by Lindgren. His shot is gloved by Curlin, who holds on. Almost a disaster there. 26.5 left on the clock. Go again. Bees come away with a draw. Back to the blue line. Down into Ross Bottom from the hash marks. Ross Bottom steps in. Shot in front. Great save from Curlin again. Lipsy will try and clear. The Pitbulls do get it clear. Ross Bottom found a rushing web as he came straight through the centre of the face-off dots. And Curlin kept his foot planted on the post to keep it from being 3-0. Pitbulls quite happy to settle it down and go into the break. At the end of the second period, the Bees lead 2-0 thanks to a moment of brilliance from Brendan Walcombe. Something that we've said a lot this year. Will Curlin has stood tall at this end as well for the Pitbulls, preventing it from being a lot uglier than it could be. Like I said, after 2 periods, it's Bees 2, Pitbulls 0. We'll be back in about 15 minutes' time. Welcome back here to Slough for the third and possibly final period of tonight's game. Scores from elsewhere in the league, because I forgot to do them at the end of the last period, sorry. It's Leeds Knights 5, Basingstoke Bison 2 in the second period. Knights goals from Jake Witkowski, Matt Hayward, Kieran Brown, Finley Braden and Cole Shudra. The Bison goals coming from Zach Milton and Liam Morris. It's Raiders 2, Sheffield Steel Dogs 0. TJ Anderson and Matthew Gomicic are the goals there. Peterborough Phantoms 2, Telford Tigers 2. Lucas Sladkowski were both the Phantoms goals. Tigers goals from Finley Howes and Vladimir Luka. And it's Hull Seahawks 1, Milton Keynes Lightning 2. Sam Towner for the Seahawks. Lightning goals coming from Bobby Chamberlain and David Sarkanis. Here, it's Bees 2, Pitbulls 0. Brendan Walcombe the sole goal in that second period. Shots on goal in the second period, 7 on Adam Goss, 11 on Will Curlin. That makes it 25-14 now in favour of the Bees. And there's the 2 penalties on the Bees in that period. Don't forget, it's still time to use the hashtag BeesMNL. Tag us at BeesMNL. We'll get as many of them up on the stream as you can, and the more you tweet in, the less producer Nick can dance. Like this one, unwell all week, at home all weekend. Tonight it's Bees Online in England on TV, all from the comfort of my reclining chair. Get well soon, Busby, but I'm not sure listening to me and watching England football will make you feel any better. Just saying it how it is. I gave up watching England games years ago. I know I should be talking hockey here, but you know, why would I watch England? I already suffer enough. I'm a Southampton fan. I watch enough terrible football as it is. As we're underway in the third period, so Hugh Poulton drops the puck, Nick Corridge dumps it into the far corner. Wilstead is there first. Corridge up to the blue line. Bradley. Shot blocked by Gabai, still wearing Scott Spearing's jersey. It's more just a mental note to myself at this point. Rose into the zone, 2-on-2. Rose drops it off for Gabai. Gabai under control. Great save, Curlin again. Heavy landing there for Dom Gabai in the corner. Gabai lashing out there at the Pitbulls D-man. They're down. That seemed rather unnecessary from the Bees coach, and it's boiling over even more unnecessarily. It was a heavy landing. I don't think the coach needed to respond the way he did. There's been no sign of this all game. Gabai goes to the bench. No penalty on the play. New one for DJ Down. We've entered the Sean Paul section of his Spotify playlist. Face off won by the Pitbulls, blown dead immediately. We'll reset and go again. Won by the Bees. Mog. Shot through traffic, blocked in front by Lipsy. Pitbulls will clear it up ice. Bradley collects. Ross Bottom tries to knock it on. It's just bouncing off bodies here at centre ice. Mogg collects the loose puck. Sean Morris with it now. There's round 2 Lewis. Tries to knock it ahead to Corridge. Lewis battling his way through. Corridge clears it up to Mogg. Finds Ross Bottom. Shot is blocked away by Curlin. Pitbulls the other way. 2 men to beat there for Lewis. He gets round 1, can't get around Bradley. Bradley falls over. Plays pinball. Webb tries to bring it away. Good pick off there by Lipsy. Lipsy gets, oh sorry, Robertson I should say. And immediately gets his pocket picked by Ross Bottom. Webb, 0-2 Ross Bottom. Turned over, Lipsy away from 1. Sorry, Lewis away from 1. Shot blocked by Mogg. Rebound shot from Robertson. Covered at the second time of asking by Adam Goss. Goes swimming here. Supporting Bristol Pitbulls from home in Devon, ahead of a couple of days on the road in Kent for Earth Movers Maggo Pitbulls. That's from Nick Drew. Hope you're enjoying your evening. Don't forget, you can use the hashtag BeesMNL. Tag us at BeesMNL. Not many more opportunities left tonight or this season to get them in. Bees clear it up ice. Bradley knocks it back to Solder. Hind pitcher. Into the zone. Spins away from Harker. Hops collects the loose puck. Harker over to Hops. Clear the ice, kept it at the blue line. Harvey Stead recovers. Harker chips it over to Smith. Slides it across the pitch on the right hand side. 1 man to beat, not able to do it. Does do it the second time asking. Pitchley drops it off to Smith. Back, return pass. Harvey Stead from the blue line, winds up, fires through traffic. That goes wide of everything. Shaw the other way. Harvey Stead now. Over to Hops, off the skate of Pitchley, kicks it ahead, icing waved off. Kelly is there to collect, he finds Goodbye. Goodbye to the centre of the zone. Stead winds up, fires, that shot is blocked by a diving Joe Morris. Back to Hops on the blue line, Hops shot through traffic, saved by Curlin, not sure where it went. Luckily for him it's away from danger. Corridge. Up ice to Kelly, 1 man to beat, shot goes wide. Rose tries to clear it, shot from the blue line goes over the bar. Hops can't get away from Kelly the first time, does the second time of asking, turned over though. Corridge over to Kelly, stick hands away round Hops, leaves it for Russell. Back to Kelly, back up to the blue line and Solder. His pass is to Hugh Poulton, and that will set Brendan Walcombe away. 2 on 1, Walcombe. Man across, shot that goes over the bar. Fair to him, Bolton was calling for it. Bradley leaves the puck for Webb. Bradley spins away from Lewis. Pass tipped away by Solder. Morris can't get it away from Goodbye. Pitbulls with it from behind their own net. Lewis up the right hand side, 1 man to beat. Blows his way past Bradley, Elliot Lewis in front of the net. Lewis backhand shot saved by Goss. Corridge first to it, backhands it towards Bradley. Walcombe in the passing lane, get it away. Bradley recovers the puck though. Slides it across to Corridge. No one there. Corridge, Goodbye's lost his stick. Shot from Lewis again from the low slot. Great save by Goss. 15:06 to go in the third period. Use the hashtag BeesMNL. I'll take that subtle hint there, Nick, don't worry. Tag us at BeesMNL. I'll come up on the screen for Nick, and he can put as many of them up on the stream as we can in what's left of the night. Face off left of Goss, won by the Pitbulls. Held up in skates. Lindgren gets the loose puck. Over to Ross Bottom. He gets it taken off of him by Shaw. Shaw's pass misses everybody, and that will be icing. Now producing it. Last week we made a hash of this. Are we going to get there though? Yes, last week producing it, couldn't remember which way C goes. Wasn't his proudest moment of the year. He's not talking to me now. Pitbulls the other way, sure. Leaves it for Bradley. Bradley back up to the blue line. Shot comes in, goes wide of everything. Bradley. Wheels around in the zone, shot, blocked away by Goss. Puck loose in front, shot again. That's a great block by Jack Hops. Webb. One man to beat, tries to get around Ben Solder, away from traffic, shot from a tight angle is saved by Curlin. Martin takes it away from Hind pitcher. Martin on his own, shot, that goes wide of the net. Collected by Smith. Smith into the zone away from Bradley, still Josh Smith. Tight angle shot is wide. And Pitbulls recover. High clearance, almost brought down by Robertson. Martin chips it ahead, so Kelly will beat him to the puck. Robertson can't get it away, more with a hit. Pitbulls try and bring it clear. Hops reads the play well to break up the pass between Corrich and Robertson. Kelly spins away from Martin. Martin does well to get back in the play and get the puck off his stick. Stead flips it towards Martin, who was not looking, and this is the nicest way of putting it. Kelly collects the loose puck. Pitbulls with it, into the zone they come. Lipsy round the back of the net. Back up to the high man, Kelly. Shot through traffic, tipped in front. Corrich collects, shot comes off the side netting. Wilstead quite happy to collect it and just flip it clear. And that will be icing. Face off the right of Goss and won by the Bees. Held up against the boards. Martin collects. Harvey Stead with it. Pitbulls just picking up the speed and intensity again here. Corrich. Pass across. That misses everybody. And luckily for Goss, missed the goal. Pass back in front to Corrich. Good save from Goss. Loose in front. Corrich still with it. Walcombe is there to take it off his stick and start the rush the other way. Walcombe, one man in the beat, loses the handle, forgets to take the puck with him. Wilstead will collect. Harvey, up to Goodbye. Cross ice pass, works his way towards Walcombe. Walcombe no look to Rose, but no one there. Pitbulls the other way. Shot from a tight angle from Lewis. Wilstead will go around the boards. Goodbye. Over to Harvey. Kane Russell not giving Harveystead a moment. Bees able to clear the zone. Joe Morris will have to go back and collect. Up ice, that misses everybody. Icing waved off. Mogg will collect this time. Rose chips it ahead. Walcombe with it. Steps in. Waits. Looks for a man. Goodbye. To the front of the net. No. Good defensive work there from the Pitbulls to get clear. Mogg will have to go back. Chipped ahead. Bees change. Joe Morris, long stretch pass to Shaw. Bradley over to Rossbottom. Finds Webb. Webb with fine pitch for company. Webb still going. Ryan Webb to the front of the net. Shot saved by Curlin. Bradley. For an option, Ryan Webb is taken down in front by Joe Morris. Was not looking where he was going. Stuart Mogg steps in. Shot from a tight angle. Gongs Curlin on the mask. That'll be a break in play. 10:53 to go in the third period. Comparing watching England to watching Southampton is like comparing watching the Boston Bruins to watching the Solent Devils. Yes, one of those teams is good and the other is the Boston Bruins. If you're going to try and get me to say something nice about the Bruins, you've come to the wrong neighbourhood here, Buzz. I'm a Rangers fan. In Breadman we trust. And in Alex Murray. Face off won by the Bees. Bradley sent back. Mogg. That is very offside. Mogg hesitating on the blue line for a second there. All three Bees forwards very offside. Face off just outside the Pitbulls zone. Won by the Pitbulls. Turned over though. Harkup into the Pitbulls zone. Solder for company. Pitbulls able to clear it. Yeah, it comes straight through centre ice. Ed Bradley backhanded towards goal. That goes over the bar. Corrich over to Solder. Drops it off for Corrich again. Corrich to the front of the net. Goss saves off his shoulder. Harkup. Corrich up the left-hand side again. Shot across goal. No one there to get a tip in front for the Pitbulls. Walkham gets his pocket picked by Lipsey. And that is clear. Curlin will push it ahead to Solder. Up ice to Corrich. Shot from Lipsey. That somehow works his way. Sorry, from Bradley, I should say. Somehow works his way through everybody out to Russell. Solder downloaded Corrich. Corrich shot from a tight angle, kicked in front by Lipsey, saved by Goss. Hops spins away from Russell. Drops it off to Nick Corrich. Corrich shot through front. Kane Russell saved by Goss. Adam Goss shot to everything tonight. Not wading in on this debate. I support Reading from Andy Turner. Yes, you don't get to wade in at all. Actually, no, Andy, you should. You also know the pain that it's, you know, Reading or England, or neither. Sweet Caroline, that's up to 23. Danny is doing this on purpose now. Shot takes the deflection, goes wide of the Bees' net. Sweet Caroline counter, that's 8 games. 23 times. And that's only since we've been counting. Kelly over to Lewis, who has the freedom of the right-hand side. Pitbulls looking to start something. Fine pitcher, tips it ahead, sent back by Wilstead. Walkham collects, 2-on-1 if they're smart. Walkham slides over to Gabai. Gabai shot, great save, Will Curlin. The space closed down. Gabai snaps the shot off. Curlin makes the good save. Slow to get up as he's also caught into by one of his D-men. 8:35 to go here in the third period. Face off to the right of Curlin. Bees with it. Lindgren, download a Webb, blocked, Bradley. Goes to the length of the ice, Mogg over to play it, finds Lindgren. Lindgren long stretch pass to Rossbottom, and that was very offside again. He jumped the gun. Lindgren looking up to the heavens there that he jumped it. It would have been a breakaway chance for the Bees. They come all the way back down in front of Goss. Face off one by Webb. Lipsy gets there ahead of Mogg, spins away from Lindgren. That pass is wayward from Corrich. First time I've said that all night. Rossbottom sets Lindgren away. Lindgren off to the races. Juha Lindgren shot in front, saved by Curlin. Puck is loose. Bees won a penalty shot call, nothing doing there. Corrich round the boards. Pitbulls quite happy to go back behind their own net. Pitbulls into the zone. Robertson spins away from Mogg and uses hands faster than his skates will let him move. Bradley drops it off, shot through traffic to front of net. Brilliant goal. Nick Corrich backdoor. No one picked him up. The shutout gets broken 52-47. No one picks Corrich up there on the right hand side. Both the D-men cheat to one end, and it's a laser pass that finds Corrich backdoor. Ben Solder, sauce. And Corrich slides it in. 52-47 the time of the goal. Bees win the draw. Nick Corrich with his 20th goal of the year. Will Stead to Rose. Goodbye shot is blocked. And the Pitbulls sense blood here now. Lewis at speed. Makes for an interesting 7 minutes. Puck held up in the corner. Russell tries to kick it loose. Bradley collects it, slides it over to Will Stead. Walcombe, cross ice. Goodbye will try and get on the end of it. Curlin has to come out and play it. Tries to send it back, batted down by Goodbye. To Rose at the front of the net. He's escorted behind the goal by Kelly. Russell loses out to Goodbye. Morris has to go back to help. Goodbye shot from a tight angle is blocked. Pitbulls clear. They've got nothing but time now. They don't need to rush this. Mogg. That will go length of the ice, and that will be icing. 6:03 left on the clock. Face off right of Goss, won by the Bees. Homestead tries not to clear, loses out to Robertson. Goodbye. Still loose in front, turned over again. Corrich shot, Corrich goal, 2 goals in quick succession. And this game is back tied. 53-57. They've actually not started the clock from that goal. We'll go live again. A free goal for the Pitbulls. A turnover there. Corrich outweights Goss and finds the back of the net. As we go back live, Corrich with his second in quick succession. Unassisted goal this time for Nick Corrich. We didn't actually get any assists on the first one either, but it's Corrich from Solder. We know that much. That is offside. Mason Lipsy stood a mile off and still not interested. Face off won by the Pitbulls. Said they didn't need to rush, they didn't have to. The Bees, a thing that we've had all year, they're just starting to panic. And the Pitbulls are up for it. Momentum is all down this end now. Robertson from behind the Bees net. Corrich. Back up to the blue line. Shot through traffic. Saved by Goss. Rebound loose in front. Webb takes it away from Lipsy. Turned over again though. Back in front. Robertson shot. Saved by Goss again. Will Stead now with it. He'll take it up ice. That will be icing. We're going to come right the way back. 5:09 on the clock. I've said it all year. The Bees have been prone to having 5-minute periods in games where it all just falls apart. And so far, we're about 2 minutes into it. Face-off won by the Pitbulls. Back up to the blue line. Smith's shot takes a deflection into the far corner. Hops will get there first. Tries to clear, kept in. Goes back to Hops. More for company. Will Stead now. Slides it across to Ross Bottom. They get over centre ice, but he's able to get a change. Ross Bottom knocked off the puck by Kelly. But he's still with it. Ross Bottom losing out to Moore. Kelly brings it away from the pile. Up to Shaw. One man to beat for Josh Shaw up the left-hand side. Snaps a shot across goal. Misses everybody and out the other side. Smith can't clear. Smith keeps it in. So Josh Smith can't clear. Sam Smith keeps it in. Shaw from behind the net. Shaw thinks about the shot, instead leaves it. That takes a deflection off Harvey Stead. Plain picture shot was nowhere near the goal. Pitchley can't quite clear it. That's off the linesman into the Bees bench. I do not approve of this song. Producer Nick has just realised why. Took you a minute. Bees win the draw. Pitbulls come away with it. Bradley up to Robertson. Offside called, despite the fact the Bees had the puck. 4:01 left. Held up between the linesman's feet. Pitbulls bring it away. Robertson over to Bradley. He'll chip it ahead. Pitbulls just play the territory game for now. Harvey Stead round to Bradley. Up to Harkup. He'll set Josh Smith on his way. Solder easily beats him to the park. Up to Corrich. And that is also very offside again. Callie Robertson jumping the gun this time. We look set to be heading to overtime once again. I said it at the start of the stream. The Bees' record on overtime this year is cobblers. 7 games, 7 losses, 2 of them to the Pitbulls. Stead almost turns it over again. He comes back behind his net, over to Bradley. Walcombe up to Rose. Slides it over to Goodbye, tips it ahead. Joe Morris clears it up to the blue line where Harvey Stead is. Stead and Morris just happy to pass it back between each other. Walcombe from the goal line. Walcombe, tight angle shot, saved by Curlin. Rebound loose behind the goal. Pitbulls able to clear. And get a change. Harvey Stead. Up to Walcombe. He'll chip it on. Kelly collects. Here come the Pitbulls. Lewis at speed. Lewis shot saved by Goss again. Elliot Lewis finally able to get the wheels going. 2:40 to go. Face off left of Goss. The Pitbulls win it. Russell finds Bradley. Bradley shot in front, loose in front, no one with it. Shoveling at it side of the net. Goss and Stuart Nog have their legs firmly planted against the goalpost. Webb wins the draw. That comes over to Wilstead. Off the boards, up ahead. Webb can't catch up to Lewis. Lewis drops it off to his D man. Lewis collects again. Lewis knocks his way to the front of the goal. Mogg knocks him off the puck. Collected by Sean Morris. Webb tries to clear. Kept it at the blue line. Final 2 minutes of the third period. Mogg spins away from Sean Morris. Finds Wilstead. Up ice pass. Offside is called. It did just leave the zone. It was an errant pass from Wilstead. Quaritch jumped in on it. Face off won by the Pitbulls again. Robertson into the zone, loses the handle momentarily. Hop's able to get there. Martin looks for a man. Comes off the skate of Josh Smith and out of the zone. Pitchley jumps in ahead of Sam Smith. And gets in front of it. Pitchley looking for an option. Finds Harvey Stead. Stead winds up, fires. Doesn't beat the first man. Martin. Down low to Josh Smith. Leaves it for Pitchley behind the goal. Pitchley wins his way out of face-off dots. Back to Harvestead. That shot in front. Takes a wicked deflection. Curlin shot to it. Another backhand shot saved by Curlin as well. Pitbulls clear. Hops. Over to Harvestead. Final minute. Chipped on by Josh Smith. Kelly is there to grab it. Over to Quaritch. Chipped ahead, comes down to Robertson's shot, that goes over the bar. Quaritch is the only man there. He'll wheel into a shooting lane, finds Solder. Solder slid across, shot saved by Goss. Ed Bradley had the opportunity to be the hero. The Bees all at 6s and 7s there. 37.2 seconds left on the clock. Face-off will be to the left of Adam Goss. One again by the Pitbulls. Robertson's shot snapped away. Goss had to be smart and saves. Stead knocks it clear. Goodbye jumps ahead of an errant pass from Quaritch. Goodbye at the right hand side. Snaps into shooting lane. Shot saved by Curlin. Rebound loose in front. Bees collect it. Will Stead spins away from Quaritch. Stead down low to the goal line. Goodbye. Looking for a man in front. Walcom is there. Goodbye. Shoveling at it. Puck is loose in the corner. Back to Mogg, 8 seconds, shot through traffic, saved by Curlin. Still loose as the Pitbulls look to kill this and send it to overtime. And the whistle went with about a second to go there and the clock wasn't stopped. We'll wait and see what happens. Are they going to let it go to overtime? The whistle went with about 1.6 left. And it looks like they're just going to send it to overtime. So both teams take a point, and with only 3 games left, can the Bees finally snap their overtime hoodoo? That's your last chance to use the hashtag BeesMNL. Tag us at BeesMNL. We'll get as many of them up on the stream as we can before we finish up tonight. So 2 goals from Nick Quaritch in the space of 2 minutes. Gets the Pitbulls a point. So some final words. The Pitbulls looking to bounce back from their defeat last night. And like I said, they've won this series against the Bees already. They've beaten the Bees twice in overtime already. And the Bees haven't won in overtime all year. 5 minutes, 3-on-3. First goal wins. Otherwise, we're going to a shootout. Who is going to be the hero for either of these teams? Face off won by the Bees. Wilstead with it. He will go back behind Adam Goss. Stead off the boards to Goodbye. He finds Walcombe. Walcombe knocked ahead. Penalty called here on the Pitbulls. We're going to go to 4 on 3. 60-24 the time of the penalty. Holding is the call. As Ben Solder heads to the box. Four on 3 for the next 2 minutes. Bees win the draw. Goodbye. Over to Wilstead. Bees biding their time. Goodbye. Leaves it for Lindgren. Cross us to Walcombe. Walcombe shot from a tight angle. Side of the net. Saved by Curlin, I think, as well. Lindgren. Back to Goodbye. Walcombe with it again. And he goes back to Goodbye. Goodbye winds up 5. Shot through traffic. Deflected off of Stead in front and wide. Lindgren spins away from one Pitbull. Back to Goodbye. Walcombe from the hash marks. Back to Lindgren. Lindgren snaps the shot. That's blocked. Goodbye keeps it in the zone. Lindgren with it. Goodbye. Pass is tipped. Still finds his way to Walcombe. Bradley for company. Back to Lindgren. That pass is tipped and that will leave the zone. Bees have to go back. Pitbulls will change. Goodbye looks to sneak in on the rush. Goodbye snaps the shot off the post and in! Dom Goodbye calls game! 61-34. The curse is broken and the Bees win in overtime. The Pitbulls went for a change. Goodbye saw the opportunity and jumped in on the rush before the Pitbulls could set up. Uses Bradley as the screen and snaps it in a line I'm going to use again, the top binsiest of top bins. Right in the corner, nothing Curlin could do about it, and the Bees bounce back from a difficult third period to take the overtime win here in Slough tonight. Must admit, it's weird hearing him say 44, Dominic Goodbye. Goodbye from Lindgren is the official third goal. Dom Goodbye's 28th goal of the year. Danny Purchett's decided he doesn't want to listen to music anymore. There we go. We'll have the man of the matches for you shortly. My man of the match is Scott Spearing from Andy Turner. I know you've been ill all week, but I didn't realise your eyesight had gone. So we'll have man of the matches shortly. The Pitbulls get a point out of tonight's game. Man of the match tonight brought to you by the wives and partners of your TSI World Bees. Will Curlin takes home the man of the match. At times in that first 40 minutes, he stood on his head and kept the Pitbulls in it and rightly got them a point. And like I said, nothing he could have possibly done about that third goal. That third goal was disgusting from Dom Gabai, but a well-deserved man of the match for Will Curlin. He receives the standard empty box. Producer Nick, I really think we need a new gimbal next year. That thing is dying. The Pitbulls skate round on their lap of honour, which gives me just enough time to say to any Pitbulls fans watching, if you've joined us here in Rink on the stream for any of the 3 games this year, thank you. Have fun next weekend. If you're going to Coventry in the playoffs, enjoy yourself. It is the most fun weekend of the season, regardless of if your team is there. And we look forward to seeing you next season. The shirt off his back presentation first. I genuinely don't know who it is tonight. This is going to be news to me as well. Producer Nick doesn't know either. See, we're prepared. It's Josh Martin. The winner of a very sweaty Josh Martin shirt. And we do apologise for this. We think it's the gimbal that has given up the ghost with 2 weeks to go. The man of the match for the Bees. And it goes to Adam Rossbottom. Very good night for the man. He didn't get himself on the scoreboard, but he should have done. Did last night in Milton Keynes, got it off and running. He receives the standard empty box. And now has to sign a hat and launch it into the crowd. Let's see how far Adam goes. Not very far at all. Standard. It's 3 points in town for the Bees this weekend. A big win in front of the home fans that will help their push to not come bottom. They have a big weekend next weekend. They are away to the Raiders on Friday night in their last away game of the season. And then they are back here for the final time in 2022-2023 when we welcome the Swindon Wildcats to town. I like jumping cruising into that. 5 o'clock face-off here for the final game of the Bees season as we hope to do the double over the West Country in the final 2 games of the year. We'll be here back here at the normal time. I've got Co-Coms next week. You don't have to put up with just me next Sunday. Everyone liked this. even producer Nick, because he already prefers my co-commentator more than me. So we get to that part of the evening where it's just enough time for me to say thank you for joining us this evening. So we leave you with the shot of the team as they try and convince the wives and girlfriends to go on for a team photo. That ain't happening. Thank you for joining us this evening. And that leaves me to say one final thing. Producer Nick. Good night, everyone.